y'all? We're here with Jackson Stokes from what fame? From your own band fame, but what else? What else are you working on right now?
Well, I had a band called Delta Soul Revival for a long time. I did a couple of years with the Devin Allman Project. He was Greg Allman's son of the Allman Brothers. And also he's been doing his own thing for about 10 years. And then I've also been recently on tour with like a neo-soul singer named Tonina from St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who was in her claim to fame is she was on Barack Obama's top 25 songs in 2018.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and she didn't know
awesome.
until it came out.
She did. She
For real.
Yeah.
She just like someone was like, "You're on this list." She was like, "I didn't know what to
Thank
do."
you.
So,
Thanks, Barack.
yeah.
There we go.
Exactly. So, yeah. So I guess that's where.
Well, this is Words and Whiskey, so we have to talk about the whiskey. We have a traveling artist today. He's been around the world, so we have a world whiskey. This is Suntory whiskey from Japan. It's really tasty. Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Hey, cheers. Thank you, brother.
Hell yeah. My brother gave me that for Christmas. He knows I like whiskey. Obviously, I'm an alcoholic. I get Christmas presents with whiskey.
The gift that keeps giving.
But anyway, we got Tyler Matthews over here as well.
How you doing?
And we're really excited for our show with him on Friday, January 17th. Not sure if this will release before then or after then, but yeah. So tell us a little bit about you. How did you get your start in music more than anything else?
Yeah, well, I got my start. I wasn't like kind of late, but I was about like 11, and I got really into like classic rock, and I would like air guitar in my room, no joke and stuff. And then I got really in specifically to Leonard Skinner, and went and saw a show one time, and then came home. I was just like, you know what? I should stop air guitaring, and I picked up the guitar, and for those 3 years, I just like took it everywhere, played it all the time. And very much obsessed about it. And then that went into high school, and I had my own bands in high school and kind of ran that, and learned a bunch of jazz stuff, and then right after that, I was at Drury, and we kind of did the music therapy thing and started playing a lot of jazz, and that's when I first started really writing like my own stuff that kind of turned into like what it is now.
That was Delta Soul, right?
Yeah. So I actually wrote, I got this inspiration, just wrote 5 songs in a week, and I hadn't written for like 2 years because I was just like playing jazz guitar and was gonna settle down. And those are like the songs like I don't know if you guys remember like There's a One and when I found I still play a lot of those songs, and right after that I was like, I'm gonna do this, and first show was at the Outland Ballroom, actually.
Oh yeah.
First legit show
Good old ballroom.
at the Outland Ballroom, and it was awesome. And I was like, yeah, no going back from here. And I mean, almost a decade later, I'm still doing it.
You still do that "Love Is a Mistress" one, or love, or?
Oh yeah, Music Is My Life.
Music Is My Wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a good song.
That's always a fun one for the blues crowds,
Yeah.
So we don't play it as much anymore, because we're kind of like nodding away from the straight blues thing. But I really like to play it. It harkens me back.
Yeah. Just a little background. We actually got our start around the same time that he was playing with Delta Soul, and we used to play a lot of shows together. What was the other band that we used to play with all the time?
Will Fortney.
Yeah, Will Fortney.
The UFO Question.
UFO Question. That was it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of whoever. Man, I still think about all the bands we played.
I
actually was playing a show with Blake Gardner.
Oh yeah.
Which is another person that was around.
And Spin Rad was a band that was
Spin Rad,
yeah.
And that was like the end of Speakeasy. I never played with Speakeasy, but that was like right
at
as
the
he
end.
started touring with Frasco and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good times, dude. I love those Springfield times.
It was
for
crazy.
me, it was like they're incredibly etched in my mind because it was such a transformative time. It was like, I've been playing guitar since I was 11, but like that was when I really found myself,
found a peak,
honed my craft, and realized oh, I think I can do this. Still figuring that out, but it's working so far. Still doing it.
Todd, question?
All right. And I know the songs you've been playing, you've jumped around on a lot of different guitars. I'm just gonna ask that question. The ideal guitar, like the ideal guitar, not like a super technical, but just like if you could have one guitar only to play.
I'll give you two answers. My first answer is what song you.
What song you play?
What song you play dictates totally the guitar that I would choose. And that I would choose, and even amp and stuff. And that's something I'm really working on, especially when I was touring out. I was asked like all the OG cats, like, how do you do this? And I, for better or for worse, I've gotten better at the tone thing, but I have so much still to learn and hone in on. But for me, I love a nice telly.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think if you know how to play and you have good touch, a telly can be the most versatile guitar. Even though Strat has more pickup options usually, it's pretty much Stratty everywhere you go, which is great for certain things. But I mean, I love just a telly. You can do so many things with that, and they're just beautifully crafted.
I've heard that a lot, and I've never even really sat down and really worked with my like tone on a telly much.
Yeah,
And like, I've heard that a lot though. I've always been a Strat guy otherwise, but
yeah, no, they're just killer, and I think they're just the archetype of guitar. And so everything came out of there. You definitely, for Strat songs, you want to play Strat, but at the same time, just all around, I think you can do so much with the telly. And it's kind of like really pigeonholed in a lot of things, but probably
it is.
not.
Yeah, it's definitely a country pigeonholed.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of really good telly players that blow my mind. So
There's a lot of great blues players that play tellies now, and
that's true.
yeah, I don't think I know there is. I think Buckethead played a telly. So I was gonna say I don't know about a shredder that's played a telly, but I think Buckethead played a great telly for a while. I know someone's gonna be like, there's like 50 million guitar shredders that are playing tellies. I know.
This doesn't even know it's guitarist. Guitarist, he doesn't even know. No. Okay. Let's see. Whenever you tour, like, what's your favorite thing to do on your downtime? That's like a different kind of question, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, obviously you're touring and you're playing music.
Yeah.
You're staying places. You're going to venues. You're playing like all that kind of stuff. But what's your like favorite like downtime thing to do?
Downtime thing to do for me is when possible is go see things. I love taking a run through a town. That's an awesome thing because that's like the one time where I'm alone. Because usually on tour you're just around people 24/7, which is the great part and also is the bad part. And you don't realize till you're never alone. Until you're alone, you're like,
it's amazing.
and so there's nothing better, especially when you're in Europe, just like running around a European town midday and getting the endorphins going, plus looking at all these things. But I think just seeing the things, soaking in the culture, and for me the best part about touring is usually like the very, very little moments, like oh, I had that one sandwich in Italy that I remember, or like even the times just between like the bus and like the wall of all the friends in a circle sharing love and just laughing. But on my downtime I do just like to go see whatever something has to offer, and I'm a when in Rome guy. If I'm in Maine, I'm gonna eat a lobster roll, and if I'm if I'm somewhere else, I'm gonna do those things. So I think that's the key, and you can't do it every day, but when you're able to do it, I think it's very important to do it.
Yeah. No, and I mean, we haven't toured like the world, but like any kind of touring moments, like the small moments, I agree with you on that. Like the things you joke about, like the things that you like the little, like we always tend to do like these joke chains like throughout like the whole thing. One time we made puns about tornadoes for like literally a whole car ride, like all the way out to, what was it, Colorado? Yeah, when we went out to Colorado, we did puns about tornadoes like all the way out there. Just we annoyed Kim to next level, but it was just really fun to just like those kind of things. Like it just like that brings you so much closer together. I get that.
No, there's something about a touring band that you get closer, obviously because you're around each other so much, but There's also a weird musical thing that happens where you get closer musically just by like grinding together. You know, like obviously, yeah, well, we play it every single night, so that's how you get better. It's like that, but also like when you see and you have to like, you know, you carry equipment, you find the joy in music more when you tour sometimes, because when we're at home and we're playing 3 gigs that, you know, in one day, and you're tired or you played a 4-hour solo gig, but when you tour, like all you want to do is play music because everything else is like, besides saying stuff, it's just bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like, now I'm not complaining about it.
It's hurry up and wait.
It's hurry up and wait,
Yeah.
it's lifting things, it's trying to figure out, and that's actually all beautiful, because like if that's the worst part of your job, like
That's true.
you're living life, man. I cannot complain, but finally when you get to rip it, it's like,
Yeah.
it's the best, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Anyway, we're gonna do one last cheers. It's been a long weekend, so yeah. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for watching.
Stay warm.